We're going to look now at multi-line attributes. Now what this allows me to do is create attributes of multiple lines for blocks. I'm going to create a block that is a non-graphic block, just using lines of text. I'm going to set it up using the attributes setting in Autocad, save it as a block, and then show you how those attributes can be edited as multi-lines. So let's go first to our Insert tab on the ribbon. And you'll see there, Define Attributes. So I click on Define Attributes and the dialog box appears. Now what I need to do here is make sure that all my settings are set the way I want them to be. So in Mode here I want multiple lines, and the tag will be Room Info. Remember, no spaces in attributes like so. So Room Info. The prompt will be Room Info as well, like so, and I'll put a question mark there. Now the default, notice it's greyed out because we need to set our multiple lines here. Now you'll notice I'm using my Labels Model 150 text style, so the text height is already set there like so. So what I'm going to do here now is set this up in the drawing and then start using the multiple lines setting to make the changes. I don't need to change anything else there apart from clicking on OK. That brings the Room Info attribute into here. I'm going to put it in the living area, approximately there. So there's my Room Info attribute there. Now what I need to do is I need to make that into a block. So I need to basically create a block without any drawing information. It's just that piece of text there. So what I do now is I need to create block here in the block panel. Click on Create. The name of the block will be Room Information, like so. The base point, I pick a point here, come into the drawing area. I want to use the insertion point. My node snap is already on there. That's the insert point of the attribute, so I click there on the node snap. Objects, I want to convert it to a block like so. I select the object, I select Room Info like so, and make sure that I press enter. One object selected. Everything else I'm going to leave as is. I'm not going to make it annotative. I am going to allow exploding, and I'm not going to open it in the block editor. So I click on OK. Notice the dialog box appears here. Now, if I click here like this, it'll open the multi-line editor. Remember, I said multiple lines in the Define Attributes. So I click there now, and my text formatting kicks in. So I've got my multiple lines. So this is the living area. So I'm going to type all of this in as I go. So that's living area. And what I'm going to do there is press enter to come down. It's got a 3-seater sofa. So you'll notice there, as I keep going, like so, and keep typing, it's adding multiple lines as I go. 3-seater sofa. And what I will do there as well is I'll actually put space and then entertainment center. Now you'll see I'm deliberately going off the page here like so. I'm doing that for a reason, because when I click on OK now, the Room Info is there. When I OK again, it's completely off the screen there. So if I double click, I've got properties there, text options, as you can see, boundary width, and attribute. I'm actually going to select the block and click on it like so. And it allows me to edit that, and you can see there 3-seater sofa entertainment center. I need to change that, so I'm going to go to properties here. You'll see I can change layer, line type and color, but text options, I can actually change the boundary width here. So it's the maximum, can you see that if I hover over it? Maximum length of lines of text in a multiple line attribute before wrapping to the next line. So I'm going to put in there a boundary width of, let's say 2 meters, 2000 millimeters. When I OK that now, you'll see it doesn't change. So what I should have done there is I should have edited that in the attribute. So that 2 meters, maybe that was a bit big. Maybe I need to change it again. Let's change it to something along the lines of 1000 instead. And what we'll do, we'll OK that and see what happens. And again, it doesn't make any changes. So what you need to do is when you create the attribute is when you need to edit that. So what I need to do there is double click, and I need to change the lines there. How do I change the lines? I can't. That attribute there is not working the way I want it to, so I need to change it. And I need to change it like this, by clicking here. It opens the multiple line editor again, and what I do is I click here, press enter, brings it to the next line down. Notice as well I can click on the ruler here, like so. That switches the ruler on and off. I can drag now, and can you see I can make that bigger and smaller, just like I can with multi-line text. So you'll see there I've got living area, 3-seater sofa, entertainment centre. It's on 3 lines. I OK it, and as you can see that's confirmed. I OK it again, but apply it first and then OK it, and you can see now it's much easier to space and to move around. So you can see there multiple lines in attributes in non-graphic blocks.